Human consciousness is what creates our lives. And it's our consciousness that determines what time frame will be encountered for manifestation. Time implies movement in a specific direction. It refers to past, present, and future. This means we must cover a certain distance to achieve an end result. But the past is not time, it's an accumulation of knowledge that the consciousness has to work with. And the future is also not time. It's only a hope that promises greater freedom. To envision or hold an ideal, or observe something new with your mind, is now. You observe it, you know it, you're aware of it. The observation does not need time. We only move away from that when we place it either in the past or in the future. But the thought is now. It's only the action of the idea that involves time, and this places conflict between the idea and what may be perceived as needed to acquire that idea. So, there are actually two images of what's happening. What is wanted, and what is current. Our minds pursue this constant desire for pleasure, and this pursuit puts it off. This is the conflict within the mind. When we find pleasure now, and make the decision to not put it off until some other moment, we resolve that conflict. So how do we resolve this conflict, so that the manifestation comes to be? By taking away the attachment to the image that represents a pursuit, or in other words, by compressing time. The conflicting image of the pursuit must become less important than the image that is wished for. It's only the thought process that creates this pursuit, and therefore time. But you are the gap between your thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. And when you find and focus on that gap and merge with it, you connect with the real you. And that is timeless. In this way you enter a timeless dimension of space, where you can introduce the thought of what you wish to create. And in that moment the conflict is reduced, or even completely eliminated, making manifestation a much faster process. Close your eyes, and take a couple of deep breaths, to relax. Draw your attention on your heart chakra. This is in the middle of your chest. Once you have your attention focused, begin to visualize a very bright sun within your heart chakra. See it glowing and radiating. Now next to that sun, begin to visualize a bright full moon. See also how it glows and radiates. And then visualize this full moon moving closer and closer towards the Sunday and watch as they completely merge with one another. Once you have this image of them completely merged, introduce the image of your manifestation in this space. Visualize this for a few moments, and then let it go. The moon represents your mind in time, and the sun represents infiniteness and timelessness. When you practice this technique, you release the conflict image of time that is attached to the thing you are creating. Do this for a few moments each day. The other technique that's just a bit more advanced, works in the same way. As with the previous technique, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths, to relax. And then, place your attention on your heart chakra, in the middle of your chest. Once you've done this, visualize a small tube of white light going upwards from your heart chakra, moving through your third eye chakra, and up and out of your crown chakra. See this light moving in this way, all the way up above the top of your head, and out, about 12 inches above it. This is the movement of prana, or life-giving force, and it governs the reception of all things. Once you have this image in place, visualize a point just outside your chest, where there is another tube of white light. And see that light begin to move in through your nostrils, and then down into your heart chakra. This is the movement of apana, which governs the outflow of energy from the body, and helps keep the mind free of conflict. Both prana and apana originate at the heart center, but never meet. Keep visualizing each of these points of light, flowing in this way. If you keep doing this, you will soon feel a sense of timelessness. Once this happens, introduce the image of your desire, and hold that for just a few moments. And then let it go. As with the last technique, you can practice this for a few moments each day. These two processes are very powerful ways to transcend the illusion of time. Manifestation can take place much more easily and effortlessly when you step out of time and go into an empty space that isn't governed by physical constraints. In this way, you collapse the conflicting image that says you must cover a distance of time to achieve your result, making your manifestation and the pleasure of that something that is occurring now, right now. Please subscribe to this channel and share the video with your circles. Your comments and thoughts about this video will be appreciated.